Hello, everyone. Hi.
Hello.
Welcome to Office
Hey,
Hours.
thanks for having me.
So, my name is Joyce. I'm a developer advocate for Postman, and I work out of the San Francisco, I guess, city. Chris, you used to work in San Francisco. Do you want to go ahead and introduce yourself?
Yeah, I did. Yes. Hi, everyone. I'm Chris. I work out of Austin now, just outside of Austin, Texas. I was previously in the San Francisco office over at Postman, and I'm the product support manager.
Hi, Alejandro Borgest. Hello. Welcome to Office Hours. Um, so Office Hours is a slightly different format than our regular live stream. Make sure you're logged in to Twitch if you want to participate in the chat, the stream chat. We're going to ask you to ask your questions in the stream chat, and we'll just talk through some things. We don't have any presentation for you today. So, Alejandro, other people that are watching right now, if you have questions, go ahead and drop them into the chat. If you want to see certain features, drop them in there and we'll get to it. In the meantime, Chris, we can chit chat and catch up. Um, so we are two of the oldest, most elderly, longest term Postman employees in from the San Francisco office. Is that correct?
That's correct. If I had hair, it'd be gray.
Postman has aged you.
Many, many years.
So you were one of our first. So we used to work together in the San Francisco office back when the San Francisco office was open, and you are one of the liveliest, most dare I say, rambunctious team members. You would come in the morning, do like a front flip, and yell "Bon matin," which I think is French Canadian, if I'm not mistaken.
I've never actually dug into that. I know that was a thing in the office for a while, saying good morning was bon matin, but I don't know if it's French. I don't know if it's French Canadian. I'm not sure.
Because like "Buongiorno" is Italian.
That's yep, that's Italian. Um, Bom dia is Portuguese, right? Good
Bonjour,
morning.
French. Good morning,
I I feel like they don't pull their J's. Is it silent?
French.
I don't know if French. I know nothing. I know nothing about French,
Wait,
actually.
who has silent J's?
In French, I
Oh,
feel like the J's aren't like a tonic syllable, or they're not really stressed. But I
like
don't.
bonjour.
Is it like bonjour? Bonjour?
I never
Bonjour?
spoke the French. Okay, so this is the
Well,
hard hitting insights that you all chimed in for. But we have a couple people watching and they tuned in to see office hours. Make sure you're logged into Twitch so that you could ask us your questions. We do have a little bit of stuff that we can share with you, but really, like, we can, Chris, we could just sit here and chat and
we
speak
could.
more about tonic syllables.
Could we talk a little bit about the old office, actually? So when I first started working at Postman, this was a couple of years ago. We had a very interesting office setup. I don't know if you remember it. It's been a long time, but I think it used to be an art gallery. Was that right?
Yeah, I've been through four, now five Postman offices. As we keep growing, we keep getting a newer, bigger office. One was an art gallery.
Yeah, I remember it was very dim, very little lighting.
One was a chocolate factory, an old chocolate factory.
Oh wow, which one was that? I don't remember this one.
It was the first office we had. It was the old Ghirardelli or Ghirardelli, whatever chocolate thing.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
No, yeah, that was before my time, I think. That would have been pretty exciting,
Well,
working in a
um,
chocolate factory.
well, one time they had a plumbing issue, the floor above us, and
Oh
there was
no.
plumbing water that was just raining down onto onto
Uh,
our floor. So it wasn't that great.
I'll take it back. I kind of glad I didn't
Yeah.
see that office.
So people in the chat, ask your questions. Otherwise, we will continue talking about the plumbing water that rains down on the old postman office.
On the very old Postman office.
Well, there is
I,
one thing. Okay, so everyone, please log
yeah.
in and ask your questions in the stream chat because this is for you. We're not here to. Arlemy's here. Hi, Arlemy. Did you need a gold
Oh,
ticket to
could
get
we
in?
get him to chime in on the J's in French? How they should be pronounced?
Arlemy, how do you pronounce bonjour? Wait, how can you tell us in chat? Well, yes, describe to us with words how you pronounce bonjour. Oh no.
Like this.
He's going to send us an audio file.
We're gonna have to play it live. Are we equipped to do that?
Bonjour.
There we go. Nice.
I feel like I have watched Beauty and the Beast, which I believe is takes place in a French-speaking. Uh,
Does it really?
I think so. The candlestick was French.
Oh, that's right. I haven't seen that movie in a very long time, actually. I should rewatch it.
It's a goodie. Okay,
It's a goodie.
so people, please ask your questions. We do have something I did want to mention. So, Chris is one of the oldest, both of us are very old employees with Postman. But Chris has been around for a while, and one thing that we're going to do, let me just check the date of this, is we have the only thing we have prepared for today, we're so old, is we do have something in our back pocket just because I know some people are shy and they don't want to ask their questions, or they just came to tune in to lurk,
Hmm.
which is fine as well. So, not this week, but next week, we are going to have a session. Chris is coming back, and tell us the name of the group that you are involved that you manage again.
Yeah, it's the product support team at Postman, and it's composed of right now there are 11 support engineers distributed all over the world, and we support the 11 million Postman users all over the globe with any and all of their Postman questions.
So I'm like every time I tell somebody here's the size of Postman in terms of headcount, people are always like really surprised that it's so little or it's so big. And
Yeah,
for the number of support, how many people did you say? How many support engineers?
there are 11 in total.
11. Yeah, so I don't know what that ratio looks like, but we have a couple. The session that we had a couple weeks ago with Valentine went so well when we quizzed everyone that
Hmm.
I we wanted to try something like that. So next week, Chris, you're coming back as our special guest to talk about what it takes. So you think you could be a support engineer? And I know a lot of companies here in the Bay Area, at least, will hire people as support engineers, and then kind of like uh, give them opportunities to do like little solutions, little partnering, like that kind of stuff. And so you are hiring, I'm guessing.
We are hiring. I don't have any job recs up yet, but those will be up before the next live stream.
Okay.
You know?
So we wanted to give a little teaser of what that session is going to be like next week.
Okay.
And I asked you to just come up with a couple things that are like just commonly asked questions or stuff like that that people might find interesting or helpful.
Hmm.
And you didn't want to tell me what they were until you wanted me to be surprised. So, do you want to go through some of that now?
Yeah, we definitely can. I think for today's live stream, I put together just a couple of questions that are super common. So like some of the frequent flyers in our support platform. For next week, we'll have, I think, a more comprehensive list and maybe some more detailed solutions that we provide as well. We do a lot of like creation of proofs of concepts for folks and small integrations and things like that. We'll save that, I guess, for the next stream, I think. Maybe
Yeah,
we'll do
don't
that
give
today.
anything away. Just give us a taste of some of the most common
Okay.
questions or places where people get stuck.
Okay. Um, I think, and do you want me to go over them now? Just enumerate them, or
Um,
what do you think would be best?
I would like to guess what they are,
Okay. All right.
just to make it more fun for me. And
Okay.
in the stream, if we have anybody watching that wants to guess, I know Arlemy's there. Ha ha ha, he already said he's there. What do we think is a very frequently asked question? And I know Arlemy helps answer questions in our community forum.
Twitter.
Yeah, Twitter. I have one in mind. And in fact, I don't really know the answer to this. I always have to look it up in the docs of how it's done. Go
Okay.
ahead and put your guess into this chat if you have one.
Can I guess too?
No, we're guessing your three. Um, so one question that I see a lot of times on the community forum, Arlemy says support probably doesn't have the same questions we have publicly. That is
You'd be
correct.
surprised.
But Chris, your team's all over the forum. I think they chime in on Twitter and stuff like public channels as well. Stack Overflow. I tried to get as much karma as I could from Stack Overflow just because like I work here, so I know the answers.
Yeah.
My guess for one of them is that, oh shoot, I deleted my collection. How do I get it back? And for me, I know one way to get it back besides asking your
Okay.
team. Do you want to tell us the answer?
Yeah, I think that's definitely one of the most common questions that we get is our problems with things disappearing or folks deleting things and not being able to retrieve them anymore.
So, how do you, I like what I would do to figure it out is to go and do you want me to share my screen and show you what I would do?
Yeah, let's go through it. I'd love to see this actually.
Okay. This is very hard to do because I only have one monitor and I'm trying to. Oh, Arlemy's guessing all the goodies. Postman doesn't sync. Wrench
That's
emote. Okay,
is that
so
a wrench? Oh, it is. Bohayo.
can you guys see my screen here?
Yep. You got some Postman API docs up.
Yes. So what I would do, this is going to make me really nervous, but I'm going to go to the docs and I would say like delete.
Workspace activity. Is anything calling to you?
No. I
No?
feel like I know this in the Postman interface. Am I warmer now
Oh,
in the
we've got
Postman
a,
interface?
uh-huh.
So I'm in the web view of Postman.
Okay. And
Is
you're in
there
the
some way?
browser.
Is there somewhere to restore it or something?
So I guess can you reframe it? So let's say you deleted one of your, you deleted like a request, or did you delete an entire collection? Did you delete like
A
your
collection. I always see people
a
deleting
collection?
collections. Yeah.
And a collection is
Recover. All right, let me sing
collection is
search
just
for recover.
collection's like a folder of requests, right? Filled with individual requests. Is that right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Does this one look good?
Working with your team. That's a good one. Talking about collaboration.
Can you hear
I
that?
think I can tell Lucy I say hello.
Okay, recovering archived Oh, that's archive collections. We don't want. We're
Yeah.
like I accidentally. This actually just happened to me recently. Okay, where do
Oh,
I
really?
go, Chris? Talk me through it.
All right, cool. If we can hop back into the Postman dashboard on
Okay.
the web,
Yep.
okay. And so on the top nav bar there, you have a couple of options, right? You have build, browse, explore, analyze, and then you have Twitch office hours, which is where all of your workspaces are listed, right?
Uh huh.
So a collection or a folder with your requests, with your saved requests, is saved against a specific workspace. So
Okay.
if you want to choose the workspace where that collection resides, we can
Okay.
hop into there first.
Okay. Let me delete a collection so that we can recover
Okay.
it. So I'm going to create. I'm going to hop back over to Postman, and we're in Twitch office hours, and I'm going to create a dummy collection
Could
called
you?
what?
Yeah. So sorry. Could you delete like an individual request within the collection so that we can restore that?
Okay.
That'd be
To
possible. Okay.
be deleted collection,
Yep.
and let's create a request. This,
Where is it gonna go?
huh?
Oh, nothing.
Do you want me to delete this one?
Yeah, let's delete that one.
Delete?
Yep, that'll do. You can do it on the web too. Um, cool. And so and we can do this two ways, right? We can do it both in the native application or in the web,
Okay.
as Arlie May suggested. Do you want to do the in-app restore first?
Sure.
Yeah. All right. Cool. So,
If we do it in the
uh,
web, that's going to take the rest of this stream. But very exciting for everyone to watch. Let's do it.
why
Okay.
is that?
No, let's
Yeah,
try
let's
it.
do it.
Let's recover this one first.
Okay, cool. So if you hover over the folder, the to be deleted folder, right? There are two options once you hover over it. There's the caret and then the what is that called? The overflow icon below it. Is that what that's called?
Ellipses?
Ellipses, is that what it is?
The more
Um,
icon?
the more,
Or
yeah. So
overflow menu?
overflow menu. We'll choose we'll click on the caret right above it
Okay.
to expand this other modal. And you have a few options here, right? So on the bottom, you have a couple of tabs. The first one that's open is documentation. If you hop over to the change log,
Change log.
we'll see all of the changes that have been made to this specific collection, right?
Okay.
Individual requests, updates to descriptions, anything really that's saved against the specific collection itself. And so I can't see or actually, let me make this a little bit bigger on my end.
Is that too big?
And no, that works. Oh, I like your icon. That's Lucy, right?
That's Lucy.
Yeah. And you'll see the latest one is the current version, right,
Mm-hmm.
of that collection. And so you see all of the individual actions that you've taken so far. So right below that, it says that you deleted a request, right?
Yep.
So within each individual action that you take within the change log here, you'll have two options, right? One is to add a version tag, which is really useful if you're maintaining these collections as part of against like an API schema, or you have various versions of published docs,
Mm-hmm.
or you want to get real fancy with version control. But the second option is to restore, and that's what we're going to click on there.
So do I click on the restore? So this is the delete action that I took. Do I
Yep.
click on this one?
Yes. And
Restore
it'll
to
take
this point, to right prior to this
restore
point.
right prior to this point. Yeah.
Ooh. Now what? How do I see my thing here?
Oh, it should be there. Let's take
Do I need a reboot or something?
no, you shouldn't have to. Let's restore it back a little bit further then. Could we hop back into the change log?
Okay, so I go to the flyout, I go to
Yep,
change
fly
log
out.
tab, and
Yep.
then go to here maybe? Wait, do I need to do
Yeah.
something here?
That should just root. I don't think so.
Oh, it says I
No.
restored it.
Yeah, I think we didn't go back far enough.
Okay. We must go deeper.
Oh, we must go.
So
I
go
feel
to
like we're in
this one
Back to the
maybe?
Future. Yeah, let's go to that one just before you actually delete
Oh,
it.
there it
Oh,
is.
there it goes.
Okay, so the delete action must be, I just took this action, so you need to go to
Yep,
the one before it to restore the state before. Okay,
that
cool.
sounds right.
Neat.
That's pretty cool, right? And
Yeah.
this is true for everything too, right? Not just individual requests that you've deleted, but uh, if you're writing scripts within your requests, right, within the pre-requests or test scripts, and you mess something up, right, or you're trying things out and you want to restore it back to a previous version that was working, this is really useful for that as well.
So if I add the comment in the test
Hmm.
script, oh my gosh,
Yep.
I'm so clumsy. It's like Control S. Oops. Save and overwrite. I'm trying to
Uh,
save. I'm trying to do shortcut commands.
yeah.
Should I see that here? Will it already show up here? Oh,
It
there it
should,
is.
yeah.
There's like a little
Look at that.
diff. Okay.
Yeah, it's nice.
Okay.
It's
So
showing
now
nicely.
I can go back to a single point in time within a collection.
Yep.
But what if I deleted the whole collection?
So that's let's do it.
Do
Let's
you know
do
how
it.
to recover it?
Yeah,
This is
we
going to
can
be a
figure this
terrible
out.
demo if we
if we
Okay.
fail to recover it.
So this is something that I see happen all the time. A lot of people are confused by remove from workspace or delete. And since I'm in a team workspace up here,
Mhm.
I can share this to other team workspaces, and the same underlying collection can live across these workspaces. But I see people all the time, and we fed this back to the our design department, but
Yeah.
like it's like remove from workspace or delete it like fully like I don't know the word for it in programming, but it's a
Like RMRF.
non-reversible. This is like RMRF this collection
Yeah.
versus like CP or MV. I don't know.
And like remove the association within this workspace, right?
Yes,
Remove it just from this
yes.
workspace.
So in this case, we're gonna go full delete
Gonna
to
go full
action, full delete. Oh,
delete it.
this is trying to help me here.
That
Okay,
is, yeah.
but where was the trash? I couldn't find it. Oh wait,
Oh, we'll
okay.
find
So
it.
should I go here or do you know how to navigate there?
Yeah, we can try to navigate there if you
Okay,
want. We can click. Yeah, let's exit out of that.
okay.
Yeah, let's
So
try to.
I came
So,
back like the next day and I'm like, oh shoot, I deleted that thing and
uh-huh.
I didn't mean to.
Yeah, and you really need it to get your work done.
Yeah.
Um, let's hop into the browser and navigate over to your Postman, the Postman dashboard. Did you know that there's like a really quick Go link for logging into Postman?
No.
No.
What's
So
GoLink? Oh, you
so
mean the
Go link,
shortener?
yeah, the shortener. I just found this out recently, actually, as well. I've been using it. It's been really fun. Um,
What is it? Tell us.
it's go.postman.co.
And is this for my team or is this anybody?
Yeah, so it'll take you to one of two places, right? If you're already signed in and there's a session, an active session on your browser, um, it'll take you straight to your workspace, your main workspace, which is probably your personal workspace. Or if you're not signed in, and maybe this is a new computer or a different browser, or you're on mobile, it'll take you to a sign-in screen, which will allow you to sign in using like Postman authentication or Google Auth or whatever other options you may have. SSO if you have
How do
SSO.
I open an incognito session in Windows?
I think it's Control Shift N, Control Alt N, or if you in the menu bar, if you click on
Where's
File.
the menu bar in Windows?
I think we're going to need help from the audience here.
Arlemy, if you're. Oh, it's the arrow?
Oh, Control Shift N. Thank you, Lua.
Control Shift O. Oh, okay.
Oh, there we go.
That took way too long. Okay, so now I'm in
Yeah.
an incognito instant or window, and I'm
Uh,
going to go Postman Co.
yeah. So in this case, because you're an incognito, you don't have some of the context from your main browser window, right? It
Yeah.
doesn't know if you're associated with any specific team or if you have an active session. So you need
Got
to
it.
log in here. Oh.
Okay, let me just X out of this because I don't have my. Me using LastPass on Windows is going to take even longer. So I am already
Okay.
logged in here. So
Okay,
here's the
cool.
same account.
Yep. So this, we're looking at like a specific collection, right? The documentation here. But that top menu bar within on the website here should stay the same. On the far right, you'll have two options. One of them is team, and the other one is your icon. You have a fancy one, so it's Lucy. You can actually update your default icon as well. The default ones are pretty cool too. But if you click on your profile icon, you should get a drop down, and then there's a trash option there.
Oh, there it is. I knew it was around there somewhere, but I just didn't see it.
No, yeah,
Oh, look at my history.
and there we are.
Restore
Look at
it.
all of these deleted collections. How far do they go back? Oh, just not too bad.
Just a while. I think there is a limit to how long
Yep.
Postman keeps this in memory.
Yeah, I think it's 30 days for folks without a specific plan type, right? So anything that you delete within 30 days will keep a backup for you just in case you regret it.
Okay, so this is where I can restore
Yeah.
it. Arlemi's trying to tell us something.
What are you telling us,
I'm not
Arlen?
sure.
I think you need to update your browser. Is that what it is?
Or is he calling out that I don't have a Windows account yet? Can you see that on my screen? Okay, I'm gonna try to
No, I
restore.
can't.
Okay, good. Whew. Okay, so I'm going to restore it, recover this collection to probably the same one that I was previously working on.
And this is pretty cool, right? So like if you delete it and you don't remember where it should be, you can tell it where to go, which is useful, at least for me.
Oh, this is like too many.
Too
Oh, I can
many?
recover it to all of them? That's too many.
Oh, that's too many.
Okay, let me just, I think, was I in office hours? I'm going to
You
restore
were in
it.
office hours.
Okay,
We should see it happen in the fly on the
this is there.
background there.
Did you see it? I missed it.
Yeah, I saw it.
Okay, well,
I
there it
have,
is.
there it is. Can you open it up, see if the request
Oh,
is there? It
yeah,
should be.
there it is. Hello.
Nice. Nice.
Okay, so that is one.
Yeah.
I feel like there's probably a lot of ways you can skin this cat to recover your accidentally deleted collections. If
Yep.
you just joined us, remember that you can log into Twitch to ask your questions. Office hours is for you all. In the meantime, me and Chris are going to keep going on. And Chris, what is the second thing? Or Arlemy, if you want to guess. Did Arlemy already guess?
I think you only guessed the first one. What was it?
So what is he saying? Your Chrome is
Thinking
not
about
up to date. Top right, there's an orange arrow saying it. This
I'm
thing?
so glad I'm so glad I updated mine before the call.
Like, do people update this real time?
I think that if it goes red after your orange, or and then at some point I think it forces you to
Oh, yeah.
update if it's like
It's like danger.
serious
Hey,
danger.
Lua is asking the trash within the app is not the same.
Oh, that's a great question. Um, let's go find the trash in the app or the trash in the
Okay. So I'm in the app.
the trash in the app. Yeah.
Is it in the same
Um,
spot?
yep.
This one?
Yep.
Oh, it just takes me to
Yeah.
the thing.
It just takes you to the browser. Yeah. So it'll like short link it over. So we have version control for all of the contents of a collection. So if you any changes that you make in the folder can be restored in the app. But for actually pulling stuff out of the trash from being deleted, that has to happen in the web
In the
interface.
web. Yeah.
Yeah, great
So
question.
this isn't what they mean by trash collection, but we are looking at trash. Yuck,
Is
yuck,
it
yuck, yuck.
garbage collection? Is that?
Oh, is it garbage collection?
I think it is, right? Like,
Like some languages, you're required to clean up the garbage, not the trash.
not the
Trash collection. I don't know.
uh,
I've never
I
had to do manual.
neither have I. I know that there was a big split between like learning C++ and Java, right? And when I was taking some computer science courses, and I think the benefit of going with Java is they did the garbage collection for you. So like you wouldn't, you know, clean up all that memory allocation.
All the languages I've ever tried coding in have always been really high level, so I've never had to feel that pain.
What
Lua, did we answer your question? The one in the left.
um
So the trash link in the app
mhm.
is just a short link that takes us. So there's a few items in the app where it exists in the interface, but it just directs you to the web, and that's one of them. Trash.
Mhm.
Yeah. Oh, in the app, there's another trash. It's the same trash. It's just a
I
link.
feel like I should know this.
What?
Where's the other trash? I'm gonna look for this. Trash.
Arlemy says
No.
you have an archive thing if your collections get archived.
Oh, Danny. Oh,
Just
yeah, that's
below.
right.
What? Whoops.
So in the, yep, on that, if you have collections highlighted there, just to the right of new collection, the new collection
Oh,
icon.
this trash. What is
Yeah,
this?
yeah, yeah.
Oh, It takes us, all roads lead to the same page.
All
That's good to
roads.
know, though. For some reason, like my eyes just went right over that trash.
Yeah, I don't know if I hope my boss isn't seeing this, but I didn't know that was there.
I feel like it used to be like an icon or something, but like I've always gone to like somewhere around here, but like my eyes still go over this trash thing because
Yeah,
maybe I'm not expecting to see it associated with my profile.
that's true. That's true. It's a valid point.
Okay,
That's a valid point.
so if anybody has any questions, ask them in the chat. Otherwise, we are going to go on to the next one. Should I guess? What are some common
You can guess.
questions? So, our first common support engineer question is how can I recover? Oh, Rusty Doges, let's go ahead and hear your question while I think about my second guess.
Can we bring Lucy into the shot, please?
Lucy is sleeping. She's still a puppy. She needs 18 hours of sleep a day. She only wakes up to bark.
That's it.
Rusty Doges is going to come up with the most amazing question. If anybody
I
else
believe
just
it.
joined us, go ahead and log into Twitch and you can ask your question in the chat. Okay, so Rusty Doja says, my Interceptor stopped working, but I have the latest Postman version installed, Chrome extension installed, and Bridge installed. The pressure crying robot face.
This is a good one.
Okay, Interceptor, we have never talked about, I don't believe, in a live stream, but I am.
This
Go ahead.
this would be cool to do.
So this is amazing because I have not set up anything on this
Yeah,
PC. Let's try to set that up. Do you want to try that? This is
let's do
more
it.
exciting than the other exciting thing that we had planned that is going to
Yeah.
make me so nervous. Okay, so Interceptor is this icon up here in the app. And you can see, oh shoot, I meant to take some screenshots because I'm working on something for this, but for the sake of this live stream, Rusty Doges, we're doing it. So Rusty Doges already has this. Forgive us if we're going to just take a little bit of time. We're going to install the Interceptor bridge. So you have these two tabs here, requests and cookies. And what Rusty Doges is saying is they already have Interceptor installed in their browser. And if they turn this on and install this in the app, then you can sync requests over to the Postman app that you're making from Chrome browser.
Yep.
And you can sync cookies. So if you're like going through GitHub and you're logged in, so you're cookie authenticated, it'll sync that cookie authentication over to Postman so you can work in Postman. So pretty neat.
Yep.
Let me go ahead and install the Interceptor bridge. So again, this is a new PC and I don't know where anything goes. What happened? I looked away. What happened?
The installation's complete.
Okay.
It's connecting.
Okay. So it's connecting. Now this little lock thingy up here is green. Interceptor connected. So if I turned on capture requests,
Yep.
this would start filtering in. Okay, so what I have to do is this is a tunnel in between Postman app and Chrome Interceptor.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, Lua, this is really rad. Rusty Doges, you said Interceptor stopped working. Latest Postman version, Chrome extension installed, and Bridge installed. So provide us some more details because if I can get this to work here, which is a big if, then we'll need more information to help you debug this. This is so exciting. Okay,
Yeah.
so do you get questions about Interceptor, Chris?
Oh yeah, we do. A lot of people really rely on it to do a lot of their work because it's really easy to, like put together a collection of frequent requests that you make just by navigating to those places in the browser.
Okay, so when I'm in Interceptor extension, you can see these are the network requests that the postman.com website is sending. It's from my entire browser. So hopefully you don't see any secret stuff there. But as I browse, where'd it go? As I browse, you can see like I'm on these random, I think there probably are secrets in here. So I'm just gonna, so you can see the network requests that are being made from Chrome and in Postman app. I'm piping these requests into history. So you see those same requests piping in. In fact, if we leave this open side by side as we browse, we can see stuff coming in. And let's go back. Go ahead.
Could you navigate to a new page, and so we can see what populates? Oh, that one.
Oops, sorry, I put this in the wrong spot. Yes, so you can't see this, but this is actually coming from many web pages. It's the entire
Mm-hmm.
instance because I haven't filtered on, like, if I said Postman or something like that and applied the filter.
And where it says save requests to, what are your options there? Is it just the history?
You can save it to a
Oh,
history, or I can create a new. Let's save it to collection to be deleted so we don't junk up our history.
all right.
And the
It's
URL should
hard.
only contain postman.com.
Okay.
Actually, does anyone know regex? Is that legit regex?
I don't know. To be honest, I rely on Stack Overflow for that. I usually copy, paste, and fiddle until I get what I need.
Rusty Doja says, I have the latest Chrome extension, but the icon doesn't appear at the top. Okay, so this is a Chrome extension debugging situation.
Yep.
How do you get the thingy to display at the top and then toggle it on?
So this happens to me sometimes with other Chrome extensions too. I think that I'm not sure. I'm not entirely sure, but I know that by default, you may not have all of the extensions open or enabled on your specific browser. So I think it's, oh, there you go. And it's
Oh,
Chrome
hey, I
colon
answered something before Kevin Swiver for once. Rusty Dojas, this is a page where if you go here, you can make sure that this thing is, you see Postman Interceptor and it's toggled on. And once you toggle on, depending on your settings, you should see a little doohickey up here.
It's a satellite, right?
It shows enabled, and if it's
Oh,
if it is incognito mode, also enable it.
could you hop into incognito mode so we can see what it looks like there?
What's the command? Control Shift N?
And yeah.
Look at me learning stuff like shortcuts on PC. Wait, where did I go? I went back to my logged in instance. Well, I
Oh, I
went
think
back.
it'll
I
take
don't
you back.
understand how that works.
Yeah. I'm stumped.
It shows enabled, so let's. It shows enabled, but Rusty is saying that it's not displaying up here.
This is maybe controversial, but could we try uninstalling it and reinstalling it?
Danny says the icon in the top right of your Chrome browser, the jigsaw puzzle one, shows it in the top bar. Oh,
Oh,
so you gotta
nice.
pin it. So I'm on Windows, and
Mm.
it. Oh, tried that several times. Cry face. Okay, well.
Well, I think we're gonna have to send Rusty Doges our support link so he can open a ticket with us.
So that's a good point. Is this what your team does, Chris? Like you usually just kind of like go back and forth a bit, and then if you need to dive deeper, then okay.
Yeah, that's a lot of what we do. It's a lot of trial and error, trying to reproduce like specific issues, right? Because a lot of times everyone has a different setup, different versions of Chrome, right? Different versions of the app itself. So we'll do everything we can to collect like steps to reproduce, and then we'll try to break it the same way that you have it broken, and then like reverse that and provide like solutions.
Reproduce it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rusty is going to open a support ticket, but thank you so much for bringing up Interceptor because now I want to play around with Interceptor. I think some people haven't heard of Interceptor. And also, what's kind of new is this. I'm back in the Postman app. What's kind of new is this. You can see there's a beta still on it. Is being able to
Mm-hmm.
sync your cookies. So even if you knew about Interceptor, you can capture the cookies. And what you do is you say you specify the domain because you don't want everything to be synced to Postman. You don't want the Postman app to be watching everything. You only want it to be to like say github.com or the subdomain like gists.github.com,
Hmm.
like to be even more specific. Let's just do github.com. Oops. Actually, I don't know if somebody sees my cookies, if that is a secret, like, because they need more information besides just the, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I think I don't know. I think they can use the cookie, but I
Yeah,
think a lot of it's truncated here, right? Or in the
because
history itself.
our
But
secret shield's not very good. I'm probably displaying like secrets here that I'm not supposed to. I hope.
what's Secret Shield?
Secret Shield, I go to place a fuzzy overlay so you can see it, Chris, but other people can't see my secrets. But
Oh,
it's
I see.
not very fuzzy.
Okay.
So if I were to turn this on to capture cookies, and
Yeah.
then I've only allowed Postman to capture cookies from github.com. If I were to go to, let's open up a new, oops, GitHub. Oops, not that. I send a request, and this is the pretty HTML view. Here's the raw view. If
Hmm.
I go to preview, here's my face. This is my user profile. I'm logged in. I'm just going here. I haven't attached any like headers or like credentials. This is syncing GitHub cookies over to here so that I can now explore that workflow. And before, you would have had to click on this cookies and manually copy and paste over from Chrome your cookies, which I won't show you because then I'll show you all my cookies.
And it was pretty painful. This is really nice.
Yeah.
This is super nice. Could
Chris
we do it in the
Dazo.
browser as well to see if it works?
Interceptor in the browser?
Yeah, so if you navigate over to GitHub in the browser itself, are we saving these requests still to the folder?
To
To the
uh,
collection, sorry.
so these are the messages that were piped in because I
I see.
filtered only by this part in the URL. I guess that regex
Okay,
worked. It's just basic text. I don't know how to
nice.
do anything more sophisticated in regular expressions. But if I wanted to capture cookies, or sorry, requests, so let's go back to the interceptor. And remember,
Yeah.
there's requests, and we're saying URL contains postman.com. Oops. We can say go to github.com and only do posts or something like that. I actually don't know how
Yeah.
many posts GitHub does, but that should then, theoretically, that should allow me to like go bloop bloop. Oh, do you see stuff popping up back here?
Oh yeah.
Here, let me move
There's a
this over.
lot.
If I'm like bloop bloop,
They
uh,
look like all
release notes, bloop bloop.
nice.
Yeah, so it's just piping it into a folder so I can, and I can call this instead of to be deleted like secret
GitHub.
messages to Russia from
Or,
GitHub.
oh, okay. That works too. That works too.
Okay. So we have about 15 minutes left. I wanted to allow people in the chat to ask questions if you have it. Log into Twitch, ask your questions in the chat, stream chat, and we'll get to it. And then I also wanted to follow back, Chris.
Yeah.
Uh, what are some other restoring deleted collections? People always asks your team about that.
Yep.
What else?
What else? Different questions, or do we want to stay on the same topic of recovering data?
Different topic.
Different topic. Okay.
Yeah.
Um, man, this one's pretty open-ended. I don't know if I should open up this can of
Open
worms,
up the smaller
but
can of worms.
okay. How can I use a previous version of Postman?
I get that question a lot. So Postman comes out with, oh, we're on the release notes. Postman comes out with a lot of releases and stuff changes, and maybe the Postman team takes something away or like changes the behavior of something, and they want to work off of an old version of Postman.
Mm-hmm. That's
So
exactly it.
if you go to the Postman website, uh, and you're like, is it under download?
Should be under downloads.
You're here, and then if you hit download, you're going to get the latest, right? How do
Which in this
you work off of
case,
an older version?
yeah, this is a great question. So
Hi, Metavic.
that Matawick.
Metawick. I always say Vic.
I'm not familiar with these emojis on Twitch yet. They're pretty
It's
cool.
pretty lady waving.
Pretty lady waving. Nice. So how would we do this? So if we hop into the release notes, what is that? That has information on like all of our releases, right?
Correct.
Okay. Could we move back to the downloads page? Oh, so this is pretty useful. Yeah.
Yeah, this looks nice. They have like links in here. They didn't have links in there before.
Yeah, and this, I think those go straight to our GitHub repo, right? So that download link should point us to a specific URL, right? Could we right-click on that download button?
This one?
Yeah, and could we copy? I'm not sure how it appears on Windows, but
How do you copy link address on Windows? Arlemy, are you there? Or
Is it
Lua might
save
be.
as?
Lua is PC too.
Is it save as? No.
Ugh, gross. How do you copy link address on Windows, people? Okay, this one I can actually see down in the corner, down here, in the bottom left corner.
Oh, yeah, that's right. In fact, maybe we can use Interceptor to see where this goes, right?
Oh my gosh. Okay. Interceptor as a solution for not being able to right click and save link as link address. Okay, so if we click it,
Uh-huh.
so the thing is we stopped capturing requests going to postman.com, so we have to update that.
Okay.
This is the kludgiest way to solve our unable. Oh, Lua! Thank goodness for Lua. You should have a copy link. Right click, it should show the option directly.
Hmm.
Do you see
Did we
it?
try save as?
It's
Yeah, it
the
doesn't work. HTML. All right.
Okay.
What if we just click on it? Where does it take us? Should just take us to the.
It's going to take us to the. Oh, maybe that's why.
There
Oh
we
my
go.
gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, so Windows has two options, so I wasn't right clicking on the right thing. So let's go for 64-bit, copy link address,
Okay.
and what do we do with this?
Yeah, let's paste it into the URL bar. Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. So this should give us the latest version, right? And that'll be whatever the newest version of the app is. If we fiddle with this URL, these query parameters at the top, or the destination, or
the path.
The path. There we go. Let's remove latest.
Okay.
And then let's pick a specific version. Do you have the release notes up, actually? That way we can.
Yeah. Let's roll it back to something good.
Let's roll it back.
Let's roll it back to like V5. Just kidding. Let's just go to 20. Actually, I don't even know what I'm on. So I'm back in the Postman app under, is it under settings? About?
Settings.
I'm on
Yeah.
729.1. So let's roll it back to like this one maybe.
That works.
Okay.
Yeah, so let's copy that.
Oh, this?
Oh, 7.27.0, yeah.
Okay. Do I need the slash? Like that?
Yeah. Something like that should work.
So will this roll back this instance of Postman, or will I have two instances?
Well, so I think it'll depend on how you install it. So when you install it, it should download like an executable file, right? So a .exe for Windows, and then during the install process, you can name it something else. If you just keep the default name of Postman, it should overwrite everything that you have right now. So it'll roll it back, but you could do like Postman 7.27 specifically, and you can have that, and you can run both apps, both like the current version and the previous version in parallel.
Where do I rename that name?
I think that's during the installation process.
Should I hit enter?
Let's see if it works.
Okay.
I think we're gonna have to fix this. Yep.
I bet this format isn't correct.
I think it's dash instead of the / after 0 dash, or we might have to put 7.27 after Windows 64. Yeah, let's give that a shot.
Nope.
Oh, could we remove the V as well? No,
There is a page in the community discourse that I reference to quite a bit. So I'm going to go to our community, and then I'm going to search on other version.
Previous version.
Previous. Old.
Oh, here we go. I'll drop it in the Twitch chat, I think. I think I found it, or one of them.
Oh, here we go, yeah.
No, so we need...
I've answered this question before. Okay, it's this.
Oh, this is not it.
Version. I think we just need version.
Yeah, I don't think we have version.
Download. Oops. Version
/ right?
That?
I think we need to, yeah, that sounds right.
Whoa, there it goes. So it's down here. And now I've usurped my Windows version. Okay.
Oh, it's taking a while. Oh, it's pretty big.
Yeah, I'm streaming right now.
Okay,
so if anybody has questions about how to use an older version, or, clearly it's not recommended, but for some reasons, people want this specific version that they're working on, and they can do that by just fiddling with the URL went away, but fiddling with the URL to specify which version they download. And there is a way to have multiple instances of Postman, but you need to fiddle with that a bit. So it's just kind of an interesting use case that I've heard a lot of people ask before.
Yeah, yeah. It's a good one.
Oh, somebody turned my light on.
You guys set that up during a live stream, right?
We did.
Public.
And me and Arlemy have another one coming up in a few weeks where we're going to do something special with it. Well, somebody's been like turning this on like really, really like the odd hours, like, because I'm in a different time zone than them. And it like wakes me up and I'm just like, what's happening? My neighbors are probably like, what's this rave going on in this person's house? So I'm gonna set office hours around the light so that it doesn't allow you to change the light unless it's within hours that I say.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Are you going to set up like a queue for the changes outside of the hours or outside of working hours?
You should show up to this live stream and give us recommendations for how to code it. Because right now, all I know is I don't want to be woken up at like 3 a.m. And what? Danny said, I'm not a grass. That's probably a typo. It was Arlemy. Arlemy only does it during business hours. But Arlemy was so jealous of my light bulb. He used to have a ton of stuff back where he lived, and then when he moved, he was very, very jealous. So he got a cool light as well, and we're gonna set it up. It was Arlemy. Well, snitch.
That's great.
Oh, okay. Well, I actually taught my nieces to use Postman to send me light requests to say hi, and it's so cute. They're like, I don't even know how old they're like this tall, just very small children, and they're sitting there using Postman, changing the properties and changing the values, and it's just really kind of cute to watch.
That's awesome.
Children playing with APIs.
That's awesome. And they can do it now from like their phones, right?
Yeah, you should be able to do it through mobile web. So do you want to take 5 minutes to try out the new web?
Let's do it.
Okay, if anybody has any
Let's do it.
questions, drop them in the chat. Otherwise, I'm going to install our brand new Postman for web on my PC machine where I don't even know how to right click to copy link address. So if you don't know what we're talking about, I'm here in the community discourse again, this one. So look at how many people are like looking at this thing, announcing Postman for the web, now in beta. So lots of chatter going on there, lots of feedback.
Hmm.
If I go to, I'm zoomed in very aggressively here, but let's go to like, let me go back to a familiar spot. Gosh,
Office
does
hours.
this look very, very zoomed in?
It does, yeah.
Okay, I'm
But
gonna
it's fine.
unzoom.
Everything's very visible.
Okay, so I haven't done this installation yet, and this is going to be very nerve-wracking. But if you look up here in the top left, this build that's under beta, this is the brand new Postman for web.
Yeah.
What? Okay, so before this modal popped, you can see this is exactly Postman, but I'm in Chrome, and I'm being prompted to download the desktop agent. So just the way Postman Electron app works versus web browsers work, there's a slight difference. So this enables me, oops, okay. I just clicked it and this thing downloaded. So I need to run the downloaded package to install and then switch to the desktop agent.
Yeah.
So this is downloading. Go ahead.
Oh no, I feel like this is a very like similar process with the Interceptor as well, right? But instead of capturing like the requests between the two, we're just enabling Postman to be used in the browser, right?
Yeah, but this is how you can use it from mobile web, right?
Exactly. Yep.
So I don't actually know how to install things on Windows. All I've done so far is just double click and it just like works. Windows
Yeah.
is pretty snappy, I have to say, snappier than Mac.
Really
Yeah.
interesting. See, I've been getting a lot of kernel panics lately. I think I need to revisit my laptop choice or my operating system
Did that
choice.
install? What happened? So my problem is that I have Windows right next to Mac, and I could not figure out how to copy something to my, or no, take a screenshot, like the muscle memory. Arlemy
Yeah.
is championing that Win is better than Mac. Okay, so I installed it. Is that, I think, oh, look at this down here. Do you see this?
Oh,
You
nice.
see it? It's my Postman.
Yeah.
Okay, that means orange means it's there. Well, that was pretty easy.
I think there's one other thing we need to do. I think that video window is yours, right? With me in it on the bottom right there.
Sorry, whoop. What?
Oh, there we go.
What did you want?
What video? If we there I am again. I'm bigger. To the right of boot camp there's I don't know what that icon's called, but another caret maybe or a play symbol,
This thing?
which allows you to switch agents. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and so we downloaded the desktop agent, right? And
Oh.
so click on that. Yeah.
So you got to download it and then switch the agent to the desktop agent. Okay?
Yep.
Is that it?
That's it. And do you want to try to send a request from the browser?
So I'm in Chrome, even though it looks like Postman Electron app. Well, like what wouldn't have sent without the agent? I don't really know. Is that exciting? I don't know if that's exciting.
That's super exciting. I really enjoy Postman Echo personally. Very useful.
Where did
Very,
your
very
face
useful.
go?
I'm gone.
Okay. So this is live download, installation, running. This was less exciting than I thought it would be. I thought we would run into some serious difficulties, but that was
Yeah.
pretty smooth. Two
That was
steps.
pretty smooth.
Two
Yep.
steps. You just click the build beta button, and if you don't have the agent installed yet, you see a modal. You download it locally, and then you switch this little doohicker over to desktop, and then you're able to
Hmm.
use Postman in the browser, in the web, the way you are able to do with the Electron app, with the packaged app.
Super useful.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and switch over to this mode. All the Excite. This is much browser, lots of new stuff going on. I think we should invite somebody in a future stream just to talk about like what that means, because I don't understand all the implications. I just know that it just blows people's minds when they hear about it. And there are some
Yep.
restrictions that Postman the Electron app, performance issues, even user experience issues. It makes it a lot more
Hmm.
accessible to people.
Yep.
So we should get something on the calendar for that. So we have two more announcements for you. Later this week, we have our regular Thursday live stream. We're actually inviting Ping Identity to fiddle around with OAuth 2, which
That's
is
awesome.
another nail biter because I always get tripped up with OAuth, and hopefully I'll understand a little bit more about it and how to like roll it into my own apps that I'm building. Because otherwise, you have to build out your own. Don't build that out. That's just annoying. Um, and then next week, Chris, you're going to be back. You'll let us know what that job posting is for support engineer, and then you'll go through. I think I think people will be able to play along, so you can have a
Yes.
chance to win like a hoodie. We gave out a hoodie last time. We gave out three things last time. Pretty nice. Um,
Nice. How I haven't seen the new hoodies, but they looked really nice when I saw the mock-ups. I haven't
I
seen them
haven't
like
even
live
seen the
yet.
mock-ups yet, but we have quality
Uh-huh.
hoodies. Um, so show up next week. Show up this week for OAuth 2 if you're curious about that. Next week, Chris will be back, and we will quiz everyone on really like interesting things like how do I recover my collections, or how do I like
Hmm.
just commonly asked questions that get filtered through support.
Yep. That sounds good. I'm excited.
Yeah, and we always close every session with any community shout outs. Do you have any uh, accolades or kudos that you want to give out to anybody?
I think this is long overdue, and I'll have to double check the username. But there's a user in our community called, his name is Alan. I don't think it starts with an H. His last name, Alan Helton. I
Helton?
can't remember.
Yeah,
Helton.
yeah.
And he is just phenomenal, super active, provides wonderful responses to everyone who posts in the community. I think he's one of our um, top contributors, and he's also from Texas. I'm not entirely sure where, but
He just published
Alan,
something
if you're out there,
recently. He published like a really good article, and oh shoot, I just can't remember off the top of my head. If any Postman people in the chat remember where that article was,
yeah,
he publishes a lot of like really like deep technical things about testing in general, Postman.
hmm,
Um, so we'll drop a link there if we can find it. But Alan Helton,
yeah.
yeah,
Shout out to Alan.
yeah. Okay, well, that's all we have for you today, but we'll see you on Thursday. And Chris, I'll talk to you soon. Bye.
Thanks, folks.
Bye.
Bye.